Hey everybody. Hello there. And happy Friday, happy Black Friday to those of you who are here with me today. Welcome to a rescheduled live here on the Patreon channel. I was just talking to Aaron. He's working today, but the kids are home. It's just been kind of a weird day. Like I feel discombobulated. Like I didn't wake up and do my normal routine this morning, so I'm just feeling kind of like floaty. I don't know if that makes sense. However, hey there. Hello. Anyway, I was saying I don't know how long I forgot to wait until, this switched over. Hello, happy Black Friday, friends. I hope you are all well. Today is kind of a weird day. It feels weird. I think just because yesterday was a holiday and all of that, and then today I am working through Christmas shopping, trying to get some of that taken care of, finalize some decisions for what everybody's going to be getting this year, and it's just, a whole thing. That's like a job in and of itself. Michelle, you're eating leftovers and waiting for the HVAC guy to show up. Ooh! Well, leftovers, yum. Yum, yum, yum. And hopefully the HVAC guy will get there soon. Today, my plan is to put together 3 of my Project Life layouts. That's really it. I'm going to be using the travel collection from 2020-2021, the Day in the Life collection from this year, and also a stash kit. So just a bunch of pieces I pulled out of my stash to use for a week in September, the last week of September. So we're just going to go ahead and get started and get to work on these layouts. Let me just adjust here for a minute. And then I'm gonna flip you guys to the desk view and we're gonna get to go. We're gonna get going. How was everybody's Thursday and Wednesday? How have you guys been the last couple days? Good Thanksgivings for those of you around here. We had a good Thanksgiving with our family. We hosted here at our house, and it was just really nice. Oh, I feel like we're not in focus. There we go. That was weird. Okay. Sorry about that. We are focused. We are good. So, yeah, tell me about your Thanksgiving, how it went. Here is what we've got for today for the first one. So this is week 37, which was September 12th through September 18th. And, yes, you know what I want to do is, do I want to pull this one up? Or can I think I might be able to, I think the drawing might be good enough. So let's get everything set out here and then we'll go from there. So I've got that one. No. There. Okay, and there. Okay. So that's going to take care of that. I've got this one. I've got we travel. Okay, you go there. And then we're going to create some DIY journaling cards using some plain white cardstock that I've already printed on. I also pulled out the journaling card that looks kind of like strips of washi tape. And I've got the journaling card that has half circles. It has a whole bunch of half circles on it. So using these 3 things, we're going to create our own titles for the journaling cards, which I think should be really fun. So I just got to figure out where these go. I think you go there. I think this one maybe goes there. I think it might go like this. Okay. At least that's what we're going to make it go. That's how we're going to do it. So we've got Some of these, I don't know which ones come from which cards come from the 2020 travel collection and which ones come from the 2021, but it's a combination of the two. So I've got, you know, these two, who knows, the city kind of grid map, and then this title card or filler card that says we travel because distance and difference are the secret tonic of creativity. When we get home, home is still the same, but something inside our minds has changed, and that changes everything, which I think is a really cool, a really cool quote. Man, I need a drink. Okay. I feel like something's in my throat. Okay. All right. So let's do this. So my idea for this one was to use the half circles as my titles, and then to create a barrier of separation using the washi tape. So this will be like the top portion of each of these cards. So I need to punch these circles out. The question is going to be, I assume you're roughly 2 inches. Of course you're less than 2 inches. Darn you. I definitely need a circle punch that is like 1.75, because 1.5 is too small for most of these things and 2 inches is too big. So we're just going to fussy cut them out. Bummer deal. That's okay, I suppose. So we've got So Fun I am using. Okay, loved this, I think, also. Yep. Adventure, yes. No to Hotel. Go. And Much Needed Getaway. So Go is here. Much Needed Getaway is going to go there. And I've got what? Make It Happen, Getting There, and So Happy. So Make It Happen. Getting There, and So Happy. All right. You and you. All right. So then that's going to leave me with 4 of these half circles. I've got Hotel, Return, Arrive, and Road Trip. So those I'll just put back in with my travel collection to use some other time. And same for whatever I have left of this card. So I know for sure, I agree with you, Amber. Fussy cutting circles is just really annoying because it's so hard to get them right. We've got. So, okay. So for this one, I'm going to just cut this into the strips of words. And then we'll see what I need of them. Do I need any of these? I wish. So I've got once a year, not reward, not all those, I haven't been, and life is about. So I would say no for you. How about this one? All you need. Nope. Okay. This one is, I haven't been everywhere, but it's on my list. Yes, that's going to go here with adventure. Then we've got always take the scenic route. Nope, not those. We've got once a year, go someplace. Yes, that's going to go there. This will make much more sense once I get these things all cut out. Okay. Travel is not reward for working. Yes. So I looked for the sentiments on here that were longer so I could make them work. Not all who wander are lost. Yes. Okay. So I have life is about, what am I missing? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Life is short and the world is wide. Okay, so yes to you. It's gonna go there. And then I think maybe I want something for the title as well. I guess I'll see here in a minute. I'll just cut the rest of these apart. That way they're all just ready to go as word strips. Okay. One more. All right. Okay, so that cuts that whole thing apart. Now, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and make these cards. let's put these together. So we're going to fussy cut around these circles. Fun times. And then whoops. Okay, so then this is going to go here, and this is going to go here, and that creates my title, which I think looks really cool. So tape. Ooh, yes, Jessica, I want to know the same thing. Have any of you done any Black Friday shopping today, online, at the store? Have you purchased anything crafty related or hobby related? I stayed up late last night because I wanted to get a new Archer and Olive notebook for next year for my daily journal. And they had their Black Friday sale started at 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. And they had like doorbusters and stuff, and they didn't actually tell you what any of the sales were until the time. So I stayed up late last night, and I actually, while I was staying up late, one of the things I wanted to do this year for a gift for family, for our parents basically, is to create just a really simple photo book on Shutterfly, especially while they've got their sales going on. And I'm going to keep this sentiment also. Anyway, I wanted to design that and get that purchased while the Black Friday sales were going on. So I did do that last night. And made up one like little, it's a 6x6 book. It's essentially, I'm calling it our yearbook. And it's pictures of the kids and things that we did this year. Each page being a new month. And that's going to go to all of our parents. And then the family friends who watch Jonah once a week, they're going to get one too. They're kind of like adopted grandparents. So they're going to get a book too. And then I did get myself an Archer and Olive notebook. The one that I wanted is called Stardust, and it's like a navy bluish kind of color. And it's got a hand that is face down, kind of like sprinkling, and then it looks like what's sprinkling out is moons and stars, and I really liked it. I thought that it would go super nice with my planner that I have chosen for next year. Normally the notebooks, the ones that I use, they're a size B5, because I like the larger size. They are normally like $41 for a notebook, which is a lot. It's a lot for a notebook, but they're high quality. They're really good. I like them. But I also would like to not have to pay, you know, $41 for a notebook. So I was hoping that that would be part of their 75% sale, because they had a bunch of stuff that was like 75% off, and it was not. Boo. So I ended up getting a different one because I could have, it was on sale, I think, for like 30, maybe like 31 or 32. So, you know, it was a percentage off. But then there was another one that was a teal with just an ampersand on the front, which is totally fine. And that one was $18. So I would much rather pay $18 for a notebook. So that's what I did. That's what I did instead. But so far I've gotten that, and I've gotten just some stickers for my planner. I haven't really gotten anything scrapbooking related, but I am, after this live, going to sit down at my computer and create a list of stamps that I like probably from Everyday Explorers. And then I might also create another list of stickers that I want for next year, or at least maybe ones that I want to try out, and give all of that to Aaron for today so he can pick some of them out for me and purchase those while Black Friday is going on. Because we might as well take advantage of it while we can. All right. I really like the look of this, the half circle with the washi across and then the writing underneath. It's also fun to have all of these have that same repeating element so that it has this, you know, layer of consistency, but it still is bright and colorful, this layout. Yeah, what have you guys gotten? Risa, you got Archer and Olive planner, and Simon says stamp. Nothing for gifts. Sharpies at Target. You know, I've noticed that in terms of the Black Friday sales, Tammy, to your point, I've noticed that small businesses are doing some bigger sales where they're like 40 to 50% off. Like companies that I follow, let's say on Etsy or whatnot, or just the smaller businesses in general, versus like Amazon does not have really great Black Friday deals going on, at least not that I have seen, or not for anything that we would want. And the same for like Target, you know, so I haven't been tempted, but I'm still thinking I'm going to try to get all my shopping done today if I can, or at least, you know, most of it done. Because, yeah. Okay, do I want to keep this? Yeah, collect moments, not things. Yes, I do want to keep you. Okay. There's that side. I got one more over here. Then we'll do the title card. What else? Ooh, your husband got you the new Silhouette Cameo 4 and the Creative Bubble Holiday Kit. Her stuff is so cute. Carrie Bradford stamps. Yes. Okay. Do you guys want to help me decide what to get Aaron for Christmas? I have some ideas. I have 3 ideas that I need to choose from. So idea number 1 is he wants this light that clips onto his computer for like, it's like a webcam light basically. So when he's on Zoom calls and that sort of thing, he's got better lighting on him. So that's, you know, item potential number 1 is a light. The second option is, I'm going to cut that name off because that doesn't matter. The second option is a new set of knives for our kitchen. We've had the same set of knives for almost 10 years now, and we did not take very good care of them, which was bad. And now they're all pretty like dull. Even when we sharpen them, it doesn't help much. And they just need replacing. We've had almost all of them has the little tip on the front of the knife is broken off. Like almost all of them. They're in rough shape. So we could use a new set of knives, and Aaron does a lot of the cooking in our house. So I know that that could make his life a whole lot easier. So knives. And then the third option is there's a cookbook he wants from the lady who we get a lot of our Hispanic recipes from. You would think we got our recipes from his grandma, and we have, but her memory, because, you know, they're not written down anywhere, except when we sat down with her and wrote them down as she said them. Her memory for how she cooked her meals is not the best. So I think that they've changed things over the years, and it's just, I don't know. So the recipes are not turning out the way his family recipes turn out. So, or like, you know, when we go to family dinner, they're just not the same. So he found this lady who he's been making her recipes, and they turn out almost exactly like the ones from his family do. So anyway, her cookbook is on his wish list as well. So I could do like a cookbook and then like a video game to go with it. And I just don't know what to do because I can only do one of those. Knives or a light or it's, you know, the knives is something that would be very practical because we can use it. And it would also give him and me a degree of happiness to be able to more easily cut our ingredients. The light is something he primarily wants for work. So like, that's kind of, you know, it's also practical, but not super exciting because it's a work related thing. And then, I mean, it is techie, and he likes tech stuff. So, you know, or the third one, the cookbook and then a video game, is definitely more along the lines of, you know, something that's just fun. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Whoop. Okay, I got, what do I want to do here? Maybe I'll do this like teal colored one. I kind of like that. Well, there's no teal anywhere else. Never mind. Not teal, but maybe the yellow one, because I do have yellow other places. That could work. Or I've got this red. What do I want to do up here? No. We didn't road trip anywhere. So those definitely don't work. Okay, so I'm thinking I kind of like the teal. I do have blue in here, so whatever, that could work. And then I need a label. Maybe I'll just use like this gold one to stamp out my dates. Or, you know what, there is, Deb is not here. I didn't see her commenting. I'm like, if she's here, she could tell me which one it's on. But we'll leaf through and find it. Because one of these stamps, I think it was September. No, it was August. Bam. Has the stamp of that one. So we'll just make our own in a fun color. Maybe I'll do, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that like lime green with the Willamette ink color. I think that will work. Okay, so these are gonna go like that. Cute. I might put an asterisk on them as well, just to beef them up a little bit more. All right, so then I need some cardstock. I wish you guys could see my floor right now. I've got 2 out of the 3 cats. The other one underneath. Okay, I've got all 3 cats are in here with me right now, and they're all just like sprawled on the ground in various places. It's like step lightly. They like to come in here because it's definitely the warmest room in the house, particularly at this time of the day. Okay, so we are going to make a label. I need to spend a day just making a ton of these. This is my favorite of all the label shapes. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. If not, I can use a different color too. We'll find out. Oh yeah, we're good. That's fine. Fine. All right, we need to, oh no, air got to you and you dried out. Okay, I need to go get this wet. All right. So that's what I'm going to do then, all of you, in case you can hear me. That's what I'm going to do. That looks like it's the winner. And the nice thing is it lasts forever, right? Well, not forever, but lasts like a long, long time. So, and there's some really good deals right now on those on Amazon. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get this wet. Okay. Yeah, is this what I think this is? Oh, my kids. This is definitely kinetic sand. Okay, let's throw that away. How? I think it's because I brought this down to do some work on the kitchen table a couple days ago. All right, so there we go. That PS was on the August Stories by the Month stamp from 2022, if you're curious. And where did I put them all back. Okay. So let's trim this guy out, stick it down, add some date stamps, and then maybe some asterisk chipboard, and then this one can be done. Yes, Tammy. Yes. So far, the Stories by the Month stamp, I have noticed also, has had one of the little sleeves, those plastic sleeves. But I have noticed that they have not done the plastic sleeves yet for the story stamp. So I'm hoping that that changes. It would be nice if they all came in those. Just so you've got your built-in storage when you purchase it. I love that about Studio Calico, that they come in them. I just think it's a great added benefit. Okay, so we've got a couple of these that I'm just gonna layer up here. So you know what? I probably should just cut off a piece of this so I can use it as a protective space for my glue, because I hate getting this on the desk. It's so hard to get off. Okay, so we're gonna layer that up where they're just a little bit overlapping, but you can still see the 3 different sentiments there. Then we're gonna grab this guy and do the same thing. Okay. So tape that on there. And then I'm just going to, I guess as evenly as possible, maybe? I can't really tell. Good enough. Stick that on there. And then I'm going to cut off the word again. I wonder if I can, like, we're going to try this. I'm going to flag it right at the end there, make it like a little banner shape, and then do the same thing on the opposite side. Okay. Now, before I totally stick this down, I also want to layer it with the label, which is where I'm going to put my dates. So we'll go like that, I suppose. Okay. And then the whole thing can go in the middle of this card. I chose the city looking one because really the only, I mean, we didn't travel a ton this week in terms of like real, like what I would consider real traveling, but we did go to Detroit for a football game for the Lions. We went to downtown Fenton for, which is, you know, one of our towns, for a carnival like festival that they do every year. And then I took the kids to Legoland that week. So we drove to Auburn Hills to go to Legoland. So like for me, I suppose that counts. That's traveling. It works. Hence the travel kit. Okay, so this is September 12th through September 18th. Okay. And then I'm going to just stick all the rest of the travel-y stuff back in this envelope real quick. These are repurposed. I used to use these for my stamps. So these are the Avery L little envelope things that you can stick. Like they perfectly fit the stamp. Well, they're not perfect. They're a little bit wide and a little bit taller than what I wanted, which is why I've converted over to the plastic pockets that Studio Calico, Allie Edwards, and Everyday Explorers sell. And then I've just converted these now into project pockets, just more, you know, because apparently I just could just never, ever have enough of these. And it works out pretty nice, at least for Project Life, because my Project Life supplies are all easily contained. All right, so let's pull this whole thing back over, see if there are any areas I would want to further embellish, and then we'll call this week done. Scraps. I'm getting all the scraps off my table, which is just a whole bunch of little tiny ones. Okay, there's that, oof, that. All right. Have any of you started to think about projects for next year? Like what what type of projects you're going to be working on. Is there anything that you're letting go of for next year or doing differently next year? I think right now is oftentimes when I find myself putting together those plans, because then I'm trying to make my purchases in order to get the supplies that I need for doing all of them, you know? So I'm curious where you are all at. All right, so I think what I want is, where are you? There you are. I need more of these again. Need like so many sets of these. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do, how obnoxious would the big ones be? Actually, they're kind of cute, so let's do that. Why not, right? So we'll go like that. I'm gonna press them down once I'm happy with where they're all at. We'll do like red. And then maybe like this light blue up there. And then I can do this little gold one right here. Yeah, something like that. Okay, did I get them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna press them because I like it. It works. Do, and do. Okay, and then my photos, I'm gonna leave with nothing on them. I'm just gonna leave them as they are because we've already got a lot going on with these cards. There's a lot of color, there's a lot of texture with all the layering going on. I think that looks really good. So for stories, I did talk about, in this card, I talked about my family doing a tailgate for the Detroit Lions game. My parents and my aunt and uncle are season ticket holders, so they go to, you know, pretty much all of the games. But this year, they wanted to pick a day where all of the kids, so me and Erin, my sister Haley and her husband Axel, and then all of my cousins and their spouses or girlfriends, boyfriends, could all come. So we all went, we all met up, had this big tailgate, and then went to the game. We ended up winning the game, which was super exciting because if you don't know anything about the Lions, it's, you know, we're not always the best team in the country. So it was exciting to win. And I also, just silly, my youngest cousin is 20, I think he's 23. He's either 22 or 23. And so, you know, he's still at that, like, that age of the, like, you know, having a good time a lot of times age, where Erin and I and some of my other cousins are past that, where we're just like shotgunning beers is not something we do. But when my cousin Andrew is around, he's always egging everyone on, and by everyone I mean all the guys, to do all that silly kind of stuff. So they all did like a shotgun of a beer right before we went to the stadium and raced to see who could do it, and it was, or who could do it the fastest. And you know, my 22, 23-year-old cousin definitely won by a landslide. But I videotaped it, and it was really funny because, you know, it's funny because it's not something we do, and it was funny to watch everybody do it. So I made that little video into a QR code and added it in here just for, you know, if I want to go back and see it and have a laugh. There it is. For the QR codes, a lot of times for the personal videos that are inside of my Project Life, I store those in a Dropbox folder of just family photos. And then once they're stored inside of Dropbox, they are associated to a link. So then you can take the link and turn it into a QR code, which is what I've done. So And it, you know, if, as long as the QR codes continue to work into the future, that'll be a really fun addition in this layout. So that's what that is. Okay, so that was that. This was from the Apple Fest, which is our local fair, and I have 2 cards in here, one talking about how we haven't been in the last couple of years because COVID, and this was the first year, I think, in 3 years that we were able to go. So really Jonah's first true time being part of it. And then in the second one, I talked about going with our friends. We invited our friends to come with us, and the oldest son, Ryan, who I mention him quite often, he's one of Izzy's best friends, is scared of heights and doesn't really like rides. Whereas my kids are, you know, higher, faster, like, you know, wanting to go on everything because they just love themselves a good thrill. So it was interesting, the dynamics of, you know, one child who's afraid of everything and doesn't want to do anything, and the other 2 who want to do things but feel bad, so then they sacrifice doing the bigger rides so they can go participate in the not as what we would consider not as fun rides. And I just talked about, like, maybe in the future, maybe they're not, you know, Ryan is not really our theme park friend to take with us. We should, that it would, in the future, I just don't know if I definitely would not go to Cedar Point with them. Definitely not. So this was a good learning experience for us with that. It was a good learning experience. And I'm so grateful to have kids that are thrill seekers, because that's totally me. I love, 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 love the big rides that are, you know, super fast and super tall, and I love them. So I'm happy my kids do too. And then at the bottom, I talked about going to Legoland. I think I had already, that this was our second time. Yes, this was our second time going. So I have purchased for this year, we have a annual pass for Jonah and myself. So we have 2 annual passes. And then that allows us to get other people in, friends and family, for like 40% off. So Jonah and I will go quite often to Legoland. And then when Izzy's off of school, sometimes we'll go and I'll just pay for her to go with me. And then other times, like this week, I took Ryan with us, the same friend, so he could play with them. And it's nice to have another kid there, because then they play with each other a lot more than needing my involvement. So that was kind of nice. But again, it's so interesting to do things with other people's kids, and just like how different sometimes the dynamics can be, where, you know, my kids at Legoland will tinker around with the same set of Legos in the same area for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Like, they're so happy just sitting there, versus their friend who got bored after, you know, like 20 minutes. And it's like, I'm really sorry, buddy, but you know, at Legoland, it's just about building. That's what we're here to do. We're just gonna build. So it's just interesting. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next week, which is week 38. And we'll go from there. All right, let me see what you guys are doing. So Tammy, you're doing weekly project life in a 12 by 12 this year. Next year, we're going to switch to 9 by 12. I will tell you that I really, 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 really loved the switch to 9 by 12. That this configuration is really nice to work with. I don't miss the additional space. Like, I don't feel like I need more space for more pictures. I am still able to get everything that I want. So this size, I think you'll really like it, the 9 by 12. Michelle, you're going to once again attempt all the things. Oh no. Well, I mean, that's fun though. That's whether or not, you know, all the things ends up happening, it's still really fun to start out the year with a bang, I think. Oh, let's see here. Tammy, you don't want to give up Project Life. Yep. Risa, you're doing monthly Project Life, not doing one little word. Get more stories told with the story kit this year. Yes. Yes, I can agree with that. Weekly Project Life in a 12 by 12. Starting in January. Love that. I definitely love the weekly format. I feel like it helps me to tell the stories that I want. Some of the, the smaller stories that I want to have in here. And ideally, when you're caught up on it, it's relatively easy to just go in and quickly do a layout. All right, so we've got red, orange, yellow, green, teal, blue, purple, pink. So this layout here is the Day in the Life, is the kit that I'm using. The nice thing about the Day in the Life kit is that it is super versatile and can work for an entire week rather than an entire day. So I'm just going to do the 2 dates in the date area, and that will be fine. And then I'm also using this Move story stamp to stamp out an arrow that's going to point to the photo that the journaling card goes to, which I thought would be a fun way to direct the storytelling. So that's going to go up in this area, which really says AM and PM. I'm just going to stamp right over that and ignore it because that doesn't matter. And I'm going to stamp it in black since everything has a lot of color on it already. So we've got that. For embellishments on this one, that I need to think about what I want to do. Because I didn't, you know what? Let me grab my Day in the Life kit and we'll pull something from there. Oh, you know what? We'll use these. We'll use that. That's Day in the Life. Or actually, better yet, no, I've done a lot of hearts lately. I want to do the stars. So we'll do that. And do I have anything like... Oh, here we go. I'm like, maybe I want, the typical. The typical. And then, what is this? Must be something I made. Okay. So, that looks good. Ooh, I have to tell you guys. So on Thursday next week, I'm going to be live on the Craft the Story Facebook page for Allie Edwards. And what I'm working on is taking the envelope. Oh gosh. Taking one of those envelopes, and I thought about it because there's this one right here, and it's so cute. And now I want to do the same thing to it. Anyway, so it's these cute little envelopes, right? But in the December Daily one, it's the green floral pattern. So I deconstructed this and I turned it into a little album. I'll show it to you. I'll give you a sneak peek because I needed to make sure that it would work before going live. Like I can't figure this out live. So this is a one little word envelope, craft envelope. And you can see how the top here is now here. So it closes on the front. And then I have it punched with these rings. And then look at this. This is going to be with December Daily product. This is going to be a little folio for holding my Christmas cards that I get for the year. Isn't that so cute? But it could also totally be an album too. You can make it into an album. I think that's so fun with the pattern paper on the inside. So I'm going to go through the tutorial process next Thursday and show exactly how to make this. But now every time I see one of these envelopes, I'm like, ooh, I can turn that one into it. This one, once I take the Christmas cards out and put them into the different pocket, this one I'm going to use, I think, for birthday cards instead. That way I have a place for those because right now they're just in a box somewhere. there you go. Thought you might want a little sneaky peek of that. All right, so we've got a story, this, and I want this one because it's easier. Ooh, Brenda, you're going to use the Mochi book to capture project life. Yes. Exactly. And that's how I feel about making changes too. Like, worst case, I don't like it, and I can just switch back. It'll be fine. But the opportunity to do something different just feels really good. Okay, so we've got, you go there. This one needs to go the same direction. Okay, this one's gonna go to the opposite way. And then you go up, which I think for the up, I need like a piece of washi to just mask it off. Okay. Okay. All right, so that is side 1. And then for side 2. All right, so you go to the right. This is going to go to the left. This one goes up again. Then this one kind of pertains to both. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do maybe I'll point it to the right. Okay. One more. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Oh, I should probably do my dates while I've got that out too. Might as well. So this is the 19th to the 25th. I probably should have I probably should have kept the 2020. You know what? Maybe I can just put something on top of that. That's what I'm going to do. Because you don't need to know the year. It's fine. We know what year it is. So maybe I can just grab like this. Red star, put it on top, and nobody will be any the wiser. Okay, so we've got the arrows stamped. Next, I want to, oh, and I left room at the bottom because I thought maybe I would date stamp those as well. So I'm thinking, okay, the 19th would have been Monday. So then this was definitely the 20th. This was the 21st. This was the 22nd, the 23rd. That was what, Friday? Yes, so the 24th would have been this story. Then all the rest of these were the 25th. Jonah's birthday is September 27th. And we had his birthday the Sunday before. So you'll see that his birthday party pictures are here. And then on the next layout, you'll see his actual birthday pictures from his real birthday. Okay, so we've got that. Looking good. Now, okay, so the other thing I want to do is do a phrase sticker and one of these star chipboard on all of the photos, and I think that will complete my look. I think I'm going to do the black just to do a little bit more of the black color, help ground things a little bit more. Okay, so all right, so we're going to say, I'm just gonna grab them and do whatever. Today is for adventures, sure. And maybe this, like, remember today. Can do the bright side, although that would have been cute for candles too. Oh well. A few of my favorite things. This one, say this happened. This one, we'll say today. Oh, today was hard to go here on Izzy's broken glasses, which she has since broken again, you know. Okay. Where did I see, like, there it is, chin up. Like, I swear I saw one like that. So we'll go chin up, and how about making memories? Okay, so we've got that. And then we're just gonna do a bunch of these. So let's go. Plus the stars kind of make sense for a spread that's got a bunch of Mario on it. I think anyways. Okay, so we've got yellow. I should have color blocked these. That would have been smart. Oh, I wonder if I still can, or is it too late? Come on. Oh yeah, we got this. All right. Okay, let's color block it instead. So we've got the yellow goes to the yellow, and the purple goes to the purple. And although, do I have all the colors? Well, I guess we'll find out. Teal to the teal. Blue to the blue. These ones are both that pink, which there is no pink. So we'll just use purple again. Maybe. We'll do purple on one. Maybe here. And then I don't have any of this peach. Do I have orange, red, green? So let's do like a peach color. Yeah. Okay. That's all good. Red. for the red, green for the green, orange, and yellow. Okay, and then that's all of them. Okay, so I think I'll leave it there. So this week I've got a picture that Jonah's school sent me from him just being at school, and I talked about how Jonah is like not a super fan of going to school, but he's starting to like it better, which is good. At least at this point, he was starting to like it better and wasn't throwing as many fits as he used to. On the Wednesday of this week, I did a mom-to-mom sale with my good friend Kate. So I have a picture of the two of us in the car after we went and had our haul of stuff. This one, Izzy was starting to not feel good. She has cold sores and breaks out in them anytime she starts to not feel good, and her face was totally broke out. So for school, she feels embarrassed going to school with a bunch of stuff on her face, and it stays for a while. Like, it takes a while to go away. So she wears a mask to cover it up, which is something I'm really grateful for, that option is there, and it's not like a weird thing for people to wear masks. Because for something like that, where there's an embarrassment factor in going to school with the fear of being made fun of, it's so much easier to just like throw on a mask and nobody has to see it at all, and it's not super unusual. So I'm grateful for that. So that's her go-to when she has cold sores on her face. And then she fell asleep with her glasses on, and they came off while she was sleeping, and she rolled over on them and broke them. So that was the first pair of broken glasses, which we're now on pair number 3. She broke her second ones, and then, now we're on number 3. And then for Jonah's birthday, Erin was in charge of birthday planning and doing all of the things, because this was the end of September. It was crazy pants time for me. I couldn't take on another thing. So he took over the party planning, the prep, and all of it, and did such a good job. So good, in fact, that I'm putting him in charge of birthday parties for the kids from now on, because I know he's very capable of doing it, and it's something that really helps me out when he does. So he did a Mario-themed birthday for Jonah. We did this game, a Goomba Stomp game, where in Mario, there's these little brown mushrooms that Mario jumps on to squish them and kill them. So we made balloon versions of the Goombas. We had 60 of them, and it took us hours and hours. I helped him with this part, and hours to blow them all up and cut out all of the eyes and draw all the faces on them. It took so long, and they popped them all in like 3 minutes. It was the fastest, the fastest game, the fastest 3 minutes for, 5 hours of our time. But they had a really good time, and so we have no regrets. It's just funny. We had our family friend made the question mark box cake, and that was a really cool thing. So just took some pictures of that and talked about the activities and things that we did for his birthday party. So that is this week, and we've got one more to go. I love having all that color on this layout. It's fun. I'm a big fan of lots of color. Okay, so we're gonna put this over here, and then let's get started on our final week, which is, oh, see you, Risa. Okay, so here we go. Last one. Okay, so this is just using Stash. is really all that this is for my layout today for this final one. So I've got a picture of Jonah. This was taken on his actual birthday with his cupcake and his number 4. I love that picture. He's just like smiling at it. Super cute. Then I've got a picture of Jonah playing in his sandbox. We got him this really big sandbox for his birthday. That was one of his big presents. So I've got you go there. That's another one of the 2 kids playing in it. So I have a couple pictures of that. Went back to Legoland again this week. we go there a lot. It's kind of like the zoo. We just go there a lot. But this time we took May and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law to Legoland with us, and it was all decorated for Halloween, which was really cool. I'm hoping they do the same thing and decorate it for Christmas starting next month. I think that would be really fun. And then I've got a picture of Aaron and I from just being outside, trying to capture more pictures of us after realizing we don't have a ton. This was going to pick up our kittens on Friday this week. So the second kind of big present that we got for Jonah was a new kitten, which turned into new kittens, plural, and went to go pick them up. So I've got that one. I've got a picture of Izzy with King Boo. This is Spooky, the black cat, which is going to go there. And then lots of journaling cards. So this one says, telling my story. And this is where I have my journaling for Jonah turning 4, so like his happy birthday journaling. This card, I believe, is from the reading, it's a read or reading or something about reading that Allie did a couple years ago. I'm going to say like maybe 2018 or 2019, so I've had that one for a while. This one says, be patient, everything is coming together. This was a card from the Together story kit. For this one, I talked about being September being a really stressful month, that everything, be patient, everything's going to come together. It's going to be fine. But just a nod to the fact that this month was just bonkers crazy. This one is 3 things, 1, 2, 3. I think this was from a Stories by the Month kit. I think. I'm not 100% on that one, but it went well enough with the other cards I've got here. Last year versus this year is from an older November Stories by the Month kit. So is no, I think this one's actually from Together. It says, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. So that one's going to go there. I've got this pattern from the Pieces story kit. And then I have this piece of, this was originally a 6x4 card. That's this gray heart pattern from the Together kit. I'm just going to cut it down to a 3x4. No need to keep that anymore. And then that can go here. So pulling out cards that felt really neutral for this layout, which helps because we have some brighter colors with the purples and the reds, and just tones everything right on down. Okay, so we've got that. I did not pull out embellishments for this one either. So sometimes I do that before, if I feel like it, like before we go live, and sometimes I do it later with you. Just depends on my mood, I guess. Okay, so for this one, I think I will pull out the gold, and I think I'm just going to do this rectangle, so I need to date stamp you. So this was 9/26 through 10/2. We'll go that to 0 to October. Okay, that didn't even stamp. All right, well, I will draw it in. Nobody will know, except for you. There we go, 02. And then we'll stick this on here. Okay, so that will be my date card. So I want something to put here. And then I think I want some things for the photos as well. So I'm gonna pull out my, what shape do I want to do? Maybe I want circles so I can see. If I have anything in here, or here. These are kind of, okay. So I've got some bigger pieces just to see if anything from here is a winner. I'm not sure though. It's too busy, I think. No. It's got like a camera on it. Maybe. Okay, maybe. Put that away. Those are all pieces that are that have more texture to them and they're a bit on the larger side. I also want to see before I look through that, this is just a little container of chipboard that needs to be filtered into my other packets because it's got more seasonal type stuff. We'll see, like Yum Turkey Day, no. Turkey Day, no. Hello Autumn, maybe. Bring on the sweater weather, maybe. Turkey, no. Pumpkin, no. It says October 31st, falling leaves. Give thanks. Could maybe work. Back to school and Black Friday adventures. Okay. All right, now let's look through this. See if there's anything else. Oh wait, I might need to dump and sift. Oh, you know what? You're right, Tammy. I think it was from the January one. I think you're right. Sometimes, because I create these all digitally before I create them physically. And mostly just for my own peace of mind is why I do that. It's totally unnecessary. Yeah, totally unnecessary step. But it helps me feel like I'm making decisions, or the decisions that I'm making I'm happy with before I do them. Anyway, sometimes it is fun. It's fun in quotation marks because it's not really fun. It's fun to go back into my stash to try to figure out where some of my random cards are from. It can take some digging around to find them. So usually I remember because I, you know, have had to look it up, but I did not remember this time. Boy. I started creating folders to put all of the cards, like the digital versions of the cards that are unused. I was doing that and then I fell off of that train. Need to get back on. No. No. Yes. I mean, that could maybe work somewhere. Carpool, this story. The worst of times. Whoops. No, no. Do you say celebrating and enjoying? I don't know. I'll put it over here, but I feel like that's too yellow. Oh, ready for the next season. That could work. really needing a little something good to happen. Do you say? Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. Hero. No. Last hurrah. I've held on to this chipboard forever because I felt like it would be perfect for a bachelorette party, which I have a couple that I have somewhat documented, but could go into their own album, like my sister's wedding album. And that has caused me to hold on to that and hoard that little chipboard forever instead of just using it. Ugh. And now it's been, you know, like years of holding on to it. Oh, okay, what does this say? I really just wanted to stay in my bed. New. Imperfect and awesome. I kind of like that, maybe. That's not bad either. The little acorn. Let's just say, finding my way one day at a time. Some glasses. Conversation, books, so hard. Story I'm telling myself, hand in hand. Maybe. Words I need to hear. I can do this. You are not alone. Maybe. It won't make total sense, but, you know, could make sense enough. Oy. Love this story. Maybe. Okay. Just gonna go around flipping the rest over. That one's cute. Okay. I think okay, well, oh, maybe you've got the right color. All right, so we'll dump the rest of these back in. And, oops. All right, and now we can figure this out from what I've got. Should be good enough. All right, so for this pattern card, I just wanted something to go on it somewhere. So I'm thinking does ready for the next season look like? Maybe that one. I mean, it doesn't, again, it doesn't make like a whole ton of sense. This one says it's celebrating and enjoying. I don't really like this color on here. Like next to this bright yellow, it's just too muted. Oh, I could just do like just a simple one right in the middle. Give thanks. I could pull one of those circle labels. Sometimes I do this. Here's one. So it gives it a little bit more substance, which I kind of like it with the red, potentially. That bounces the red of that. And then then not that, but I could do this one. It says, love this story. Okay, and then I could put that one there. Maybe that one there. Maybe that one there. Okay, that's actually really funny. This says you are not alone, and the kids are making like scary faces because behind them is supposed to be like this haunted thing. And so I kind of like the cheekiness of you are not alone being like, you know, there's ghosts. I think that's funny. Okay. So you would have a chipboard, you would have a chipboard, you would have a chipboard, you would have a chipboard. Well, yours is not really chipboard, but you know, kind of. And then like a kind of, yeah, I think that's probably fine. No, I like it better with the heaviness at the top. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. It's simple, but that's okay. Okay, so we've got yes. For that, we've got give thanks. I want to make sure it's straight. Good enough. Okay, good, 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 good. You are not alone. Okay. Probably really need the sharper ones. Okay. And love this story. Okay. I think that's probably good. It's so simple. There's just not a lot to it, but it doesn't need a lot, you know? Sometimes I second guess myself, meaning I will put together a layout like this, where there's just, you know, a lot of unembellished space, and question myself, like, you know, should it be more decorated? Should I add more stuff to it? But ultimately, then I will just remind myself and remind you as well that it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. The pictures are what, for me, I want to stand out. So it doesn't have to have all the embellishments. It's fine. Okay, so yeah, we talked about all the stories. We've got Jonah's 4th birthday, getting the sandboxes, going to Legoland again, and then getting the kitties, welcoming our kittens to our family, which was super exciting. And also, kittens are like the worst. They're so bad. They're so bad. They'll be good, but they'll eventually turn good, as all cats do. Well, at least all the cats I've ever experienced do. But man, the kitten stage, whew. I forgot what the kitten stage was like. It's real fun. Anyway, that is that, friends. So we've got we've got 3 layouts of Project Life done today, and it was really fun. I really like that this one. Also, Tammy, I see your comment too about stash kits, and I'm really glad to have had the opportunity to dive into my stash and pull together coordinating things from all these various kits, because it is a lot of fun to try and pull stuff together from just random pieces left over from other kits. And you're right, a lot of the Ali Edwards products go really nicely together in terms of their color tones, and at least having the consistent font, you know, with Allie's handwriting, with the Be Patient last year, and this Alone We Can. It's really nice. It keeps everything cohesive, even though it's from all kinds of random kits all over the place. So glad to have this one done. Glad to have these 3 done. We are now up to October 1st. So next week we're going to continue, and we're going to get through all of October and November to current day. So looking forward to that. We're going to jump into the month of December with Project Life just ready to go, ready to finish. And that's super exciting. All right, friends, I hope that you have an awesome rest of your weekend and enjoy any shopping that you're going to be doing, or just relaxing if you have the chance to relax this weekend. I hope that for you. I will see you back here on Monday. For those of you in Tier 2, I'll see you hopefully for coffee hour at 1 o'clock. For everyone else, we'll be here at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time to put together yet another layout of Project Life. So until then, have a great day, friends. I'll see you later. Bye.